These weeks are exciting times. SpaceX's Starship is on the launch pad, and so is NASA's SLS, or Space Launch System. So now you might be wondering, how do rockets even work? Well, let's start off really simple. Rockets are basically just some propellant with a skin of metal around it and a machine on the back which can throw the propellant extremely quickly. One way to do this is to store your propellant under extremely high pressure, but this means that your tanks need to be stronger and therefore thicker and heavier. For example, SpaceX uses composite overwrapped pressure vessels or COPVs, but they're only capable of storing a pressure of 700 bar before they shatter. So instead of keeping the fuel at high pressure, we can pump it down with some sort of fuel pump. But pumping hundreds of liters of fuel per second requires an insane amount of power. So what if you got a mini rocket engine and aimed it right at a turbine to spin the turbine and then pump the fuel in the main engine? This is called the open cycle engine, and it's used on a few rockets such as SpaceX's Falcon 9 and the Soviet Union's retired R-7 rocket. We'll talk about the different types of rocket engines in a follow-up video, so stick around for that. Rockets also carry their own oxidizer to help burn their own fuel. Anyway, there's no air in space, so you need to carry your own air with you. We'll also talk about rocket fuel in more detail in another video, because there's a lot of propellant to dive into. Rockets also use a property called staging, where they basically break in half if one part of the rocket has run out of fuel, so you don't have to lug around extra dead weight. If a payload is unaerodynamic, such as a Tesla Roadster, you can pack it inside this aerodynamic nose cone known as a fairing, which sits on top of the rocket. Now you might be wondering, can I build my own rocket? Well, yes you can. Many attempts such as the Go Fast and the Quake rocket have shown reasonable success, but make sure you watch my follow-up videos and read a lot of articles before even attempting to do so. I hope you like and subscribe. This has been Head for Science. I'll see you in another video.